Hey guys, so 50 seconds till we get underway. Morning, Vincenzo, Ian, Eric, Luke. Oh, it's Ian again. Happy Saturday, guys. Hey Kylie. Looking good, 30 seconds to go. We got 31 people. We might get a few more still before we start. A couple late joiners. Nope, we lost one. Okay, so let's get underway. We're starting off pretty easy. Minute 12 in zone 2, but then we're going to get straight into some steps. So each step is a minute 12 and we're going to do 5 of them in a row. First 2 zone 1 and then 3 in zone 2. Then we'll have some rest, do a zone 5 spike for a minute, have some more recovery, and then we'll get into some more steps and a longer tempo block. But we'll go over each block as we get a little bit closer because today's session is 41 minutes and 15 seconds. So we've got plenty to get through, lots of steps, constantly changing. So 15 seconds here and we'll do the next one towards the top of zone 1 for it. No sound. Sound's working for me. How is everybody else going? Thumbs up if we've got sound. Oh, cool. That's good. Looking good. Might be an error for Vincenzo. Technical glitch. Welcome back, Andres. So 30 more seconds and we'll step up. Next block, so that'll be our first zone 2 block. Let's have a look who is joining us today. Welcoming back, who have we got? Alberto, Jan, Alan, Michael, Steve. Oh, Andrew's here. Next block, by the way. I'm looking through the list. I'll roll through some people and see who else I can spot. And welcome to the new riders, of course. It's always awesome to have new people joining us. We're just taking it nice and easy for a little while. Just a progressive warm-up. Final 30 here and we'll lift again. It'll be about mid zone 2 for the next one. Final 10. Three, 2, 1. Hey Aaron. Hopefully this isn't too hard right now. Because we've got some zone 5 and some zone 6 coming up. Overall this session's quite comfortable. The intensity factor I think is about 0.7. We've got a lot of zone 1, so we've got plenty of recovery time in between. the harder sections. So last 30 here, then one more step before we rest. So our rest is a minute. So it's enough time to drink and kind of regroup before we have to do a harder block. The last 10. Three, two, one. Oh, welcome back, Bruno. Just popped up. So for this final block of our warm-up, just take note of your cadence where you're kind of naturally sitting. So throughout the session, for all the new riders, I say comfy cadence a lot, and what I mean by that is just where you naturally gravitate. So it's technically called your self-selected cadence. And as we fatigue, it either climbs or drops. So whenever I'm saying back to comfy cadence, I mean wherever you are probably right now, while you're fresh and comfortable. I'll just try and reply to Vincenzo. It's pretty hard when I'm pedaling. Feel for you guys. We've got 10 seconds to go and then we'll have our rest. So just grab a drink when you're ready. Our next 1 minute block. Main thing is to spin the gear up at the start because the power is jumping quite a long way. If you're in erg mode, it will really kick in and your cadence is more likely to drop down. So we just need to spin it up, get a nice smooth start, and then we're just going to hold that comfy cadence for the whole minute. Fingers crossed working now, Vincenzo. So 10 seconds till we go. Start lifting, 3 to 5 seconds. So 3, 2, 1. Now a solid minute block. Some orange chevrons popping up, so that's perfect. Basil 3.9 is the highest I can see right now. Oh, Eric 4.1, nice. Mateo was 3.7. Martin 4.3. Lots of strong riders. So 15 to go. We're resting again after this one. So last 5, 3, 2, 1. And it's 2 minutes recovery for us, followed up straight away with another minute. So you've got 3 minutes total. So we just want to catch breath and refresh after that one. Technically the end of our warm-up. So 45 seconds rest finished. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Hope you guys freshening back up. So our next block after we finish this recovery, it's a minute zone 2 a minute zone 3, and then another 4-minute block of zone 3 straight after that. I don't believe the cadence changes. The power on my end's 1 watt different. So if you guys are a bit stronger than me, maybe it's a little bit more of a power jump, but it's not much. So it's essentially a 5-minute block of zone 3. So last 20 for this one, then we roll straight into the same. Zone 1 block. So 3 seconds here, and still nice and easy. So when we get to the end of this one, we will start climbing. So it's a good drink time. Hydrate before we do a bit of intensity. How's everyone like the slightly longer ride? We got pretty good numbers. So we must like 41 minutes. We got a thumbs up, that's always a good sign. So 10 seconds and we're jumping up to our next block, minute zone 2. Let's lift. We're trying to find comfy cadence. We should naturally fall there at the moment. And then just efficiency is our focus. So keep nice and still in the upper body if you can. Turn the core on and nice smooth pedal strokes. Yeah, sorry about that. Lots of people wanting slightly longer, so I thought I'd trial it. Usually when I change it to longer rides, we get less people. So 5 seconds and we're going up to zone 3. Overall this ride is 0.7, it's still our easiest intensity factor of the whole week. So looking for comfy cadence again. We have got basically a 5-minute block, so another 4.5. So nice rhythm and smooth pedal strokes and keeping core on is still focused. So 5 seconds and we'll roll straight over. If I did 60 minutes, I would say most of the riders who come to my live would probably not come anymore. So I definitely can't push it up to 60 because we'd lose our little group. But we can probably do 40s on Saturday, maybe 45. And I do email out the schedule. Yeah, I know you would, Kylie, but not everyone will make it. I do email out the schedule as well once a week. For Monday, Wednesday, Friday. $2, oh my gosh. If I was going to do that, I'd need a very generous pay rise. because that's a long ride. But I'm glad our little sessions help break up the 2 hours for you. It's definitely helpful. So yeah, 2.5 minutes to go. So this is actually the halfway point of the 5 minutes. So probably feeling a little fatigued. So just check in on the cadence. Try and bring it back to that start point. We have 2 minutes left, so we're halfway through this block. So final 90. Next up we have 3 minutes recovery. And then our next block is 45 seconds zone 5, 30 seconds zone 1. Ooh, I think it's 2 minutes zone 2, and then another 30 seconds zone 1. So it's a bit of a shorter block for us. So last 45 seconds. Seconds to go. Final 10. Recovery coming up. And we're resting. So we've got heaps of time to relax. And then a good opportunity again to rehydrate. Our next block all up can't be much longer than, 4 minutes? Three and a half minutes all up. So the zone 2 is 2 minutes long. So 1 minute down, 2 left. You mean like too high means unachievable and you'd rather low intensity? We're also at the halfway point, so another minute and a half. So drink time, probably before we start again, you've got probably another minute to get one before we start this 45 second block. It'll be like the previous one we did where we do need to spin the gear up before the start, because it's a big jump in power. So you got 45 seconds left. Some of the other coaches have different style to me, so they just do different types of sessions. A couple of the coaches are quite invested in their performance, whereas I'm a little bit more casual. So I have more of a casual coaching style. So that's why we have different coaches, because then you can just pick and choose what you like. It gives everyone good options. So remember, spin the gear up. We've got about 5 seconds to go. And then it's 45 seconds, nice and strong on the power. So we're a third through, 30 seconds to go. Coming up, last 15. Oh my god. Final 10. 3, 2, 1. So you've got 30 seconds, make the most of it while it's easy to catch your breath. And then it's going up to 2 minutes zone 2, so still quite a comfortable pace. So final 5, 3, 2, 1. Honestly, I commend those coaches who are singing, because that is an effort when you're riding. You probably won't hear me singing on a live. So same thing for this block. Comfy cadence. You can do a core drill, so to keep the core on. The one I like is pull your belly button to your spine. Helps keep the pelvis nice and stable. As we call it, basically lumbo-pelvic rhythm, so it's good for keeping the hips nice and steady too. And that's really important for pushing down on the pedals and not losing any of those watts to your hips rocking side to side. Singing's definitely out for me. I have to put my FTP down to even talk, let alone trying to sing. When I'm outside riding by myself, I sing though. It helps pass the time. We're almost through this block, another 15. And then we'll do 30 seconds recovery, and then go straight into another block of 3 minutes recovery. So final 3 seconds here. And now 3.5 minutes all up to rest. My kitten's just down here hanging out. So 5 more seconds and we roll straight into 3 minutes. I must be really lucky. I'm not in a very buggy area just because we're not very, I guess, not many trees and humidity's quite low. There's a lot of cow paddocks here and kind of dry heat, dry cold, so not many bugs. But home in Australia, it's like one of the worst places for little bugs because I lived in the mountains in rainforest. Hey, buddy. So you've got a minute 45, so plenty of time to grab a drink before the next block. So the next block is a minute at zone 6, 30 seconds recovery, so we can regroup a little bit, and then it's 3 minutes at zone 2. And that'll pretty much be the end of the session. The rest will be nice and easy. Yep, that's the escape cat. He's been hanging out with me heaps lately, that's why he's up on the table. He's a boy and his name's Coda, because he acts like a Kodiak bear. Don't ya? So they are actually brothers. I got Stomper first and then got home and I had him for like 2 hours and he was super lonely, so then I called the lady and someone didn't want one of the others anymore, so then I adopted him and I went and got him 2 days later. So I drove 20 hours in the space of 5 days to go 5 hours there and back to pick up 2 kittens. So 10 seconds till we go. Don't forget, spin the gear up. And then we're giving it a good crack for 60 seconds. So let's get it underway. So for this one we can break it up. I usually count pedal strokes in zone 6. So with 30 seconds to go, we'll start counting to 10. And it'll help us reset and refocus every 5 or so seconds. Last 20. We'll drop it down to 8 pedal strokes right now. For 15 seconds to go. Final 5, 3, 2, 1, and 30 seconds. So this is here so we can refresh a bit. So a few deep breaths will help get oxygen in quickly. It'll help the heart rate drop down and help you relax before we then do this 3 minutes at zone 2. So 5 seconds till we lift again. Should be still nice and comfortable, or at least it will be another minute when we have recovered a bit more. But not too challenging. Yeah, I was really set on getting Stomper because he was like the cutest orange cat that I could find. And I've always had orange kittens when I was a kid. So I wanted an orange one. And then I actually gave my boyfriend a black one for his birthday. So that's a pretty cool birthday present, he got a cat. They are polar opposite in looks and size and personality. They could not be any more different. Coda likes to run around outside like crazy, and Stomper likes to just lie around and sniff things. Cody's really lean. He can jump the whole height of our ceiling. And then Stomper's not very active. He likes to just lounge around. Fun fact, both of them are harness trained and I can take them walking. And it's their favourite thing to do. Yeah, that's exactly why he tries to escape. Because as soon as the door opens, he wants to run and he'll be gone. He's so quick. So we're coming up, 1 minute to go. This is pretty much the end of the main part of the workout, and the rest is kind of recovering and cooling down. So it's 3 minutes zone 1, a minute zone 1, another minute zone 1, and then the cool down steps, they're a minute 40 I think each. Yeah, a minute 40. Ah, yes, it is free ride. That's why it's wiggly. You're onto it. I didn't even think about that. Free ride. I guess I'll leave that open to you guys to decide. I'm going to still ride probably zone 2 pace. Purely because my gears are flat and I can't change out of the gear I'm in. So 3 minutes before we get there. If you're doing an all-out effort, I'll call the highest watts per kilo I see. So competition time. Otherwise, if you want to take it easy with me, you can too. Your choice. So 2 minutes 15 till our next block, which is our free ride. So grab a drink in the meantime. Mentally prepare yourself if you're going to do like a max effort. Yep, I did figure you would be doing another one. If you wanted to kind of even up the ride, I guess you could do, I guess zone 6 would make sense because there's already been 2 zone 5s. If I remember properly, the description of this workout was about getting good at doing punchy efforts, so I think the goal would have been for it to be zone 6 if you were up for it. So 1 more minute. This ride was designed by a coach called Kev Poulton. He now is a coach for UAE Team Emirates. But he was one of my coaches when I was younger. So back before my second World Champs. He was part of our team in the Institute in Australia before he moved across with UAE. So 20 seconds to go. I'm watching for watts per kilo. Sorry if you are actually the highest and I can't see you. But I'll call whoever I can see. So 5 seconds till we go. 3, 2, 1. Nope, Vincenzo's like, nah, I'm taking it easy. Oh, Andy's 4.4. Kylie 6, nice, impressive. Michael, I saw a 4.1. Jan, Tom, 4s. I saw a 6 then, didn't get a name. Maxim hitting 5, nice. Wow, 7.7. Alan's hitting 5. Alberta is almost 6. Mateo's 6, I can see now. I need to catch up. All the fast people going in front. Eric and Luke, I saw some 6s. Or pretty close to. Final 5 for you guys, and then we'll take it easy again. Let the rubber banding do its job. That was the slowest of everybody. Sorry if I missed you, there was some pretty impressive efforts going on. So you guys will definitely need this recovery now. And then the next 3 blocks are our cool down when we're slowly ramping the power down. So drink time if you need it. Last 10. Now we're into minute 40 zone 2. So each step's a minute 40, gradually easier each time. So 1 more minute and then it's all zone 1 to finish it off. So for next week we're at week 9 of our base training plan. So for anyone who's joining along, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, same time as today, and then Saturday we choose our ride when we get there. And that's going to take us now until it's around about the 22nd of December, I think. And for anyone who's wondering, next month every live coaching session is going to be the same for all the coaches as it was this month, so there's no schedule changes. So final 10 and we'll drop down. Minute 40 again. So if you're starting to freshen up and you're not going to do any more riding, just remember to rehydrate in these last few minutes. One minute on this step to go, so we've got just over 2.5 minutes left in our session. Cheers, Ian. Also, same to you. Enjoy the rest of your ride, because I'm sure you're probably going to go do more now, unless that was the end of your 2 hours. Final 30 on this one. 10 seconds to go, and then our last step. Nice, sounds good. Nice easy Saturday is always enjoyable. Thanks, Kylie. One more minute. So if you're jumping off, good trick is to just slow the cadence down towards the end. It'll help the heart rate drop down before you jump off. Thanks, Luke and Alberto. Final 30. Thanks again to everyone who's come along. It was also good to see lots of new names. Thanks for coming along to the lives. Thank you, Andrew, as always. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I'll catch you next week sometime. See you later.